my money story not that long ago, titled How I Almost Ruined My and My Family's Life, something like that. I'll link it somewhere around here. Today, I want to break down how I shop now. No drama, just how I shop now, so how I maintain and intentional relationship with money. All right, let's get to it. In Western society, we equate shopping as a hobby or a pastime, when really it's just a necessity for necessities. And I think if we sort of break that down, we can get to the root of the matter. Part of my spending problem had to do with trying to feel better, trying to feel happier, with getting myself out of the present moment, out of my life, so to speak, with the outcome of overspending and accumulating too much stuff. So, number one on my list is to actually have a list. Write down what it is you want to buy. And I'm not just talking about when you go grocery shopping, which, my goodness gracious, if you don't write down a list, start doing that. It can change your life. And you can get to the point where you could have a template. So you've got your produce, your dairy, your meats, your condiments, your boxed, your canned. Like, you just can have these lists going, and it's so much easier. I tend to create my list with the way the store is laid out. So I know where I'm going first, second, third, and I don't deviate from that. So I always have a list, but it's not just for grocery shopping. If I actually do need new clothes, I don't go shopping for clothes that often, but every once in a while I need new clothes. Right now I'm wearing one of my husband's t-shirts, and I enjoy fashion and style and things like that, but sometimes it's just easier to wear one of my husband's t-shirts. Okay, say I'm going clothes shopping. I know I want to look for one pair of brown pants, two neutral colored tops, one with long sleeve, one with short sleeve. Like, I literally write it down. So then I'm not waylaid and poofy dog and squirrel. Well, I still am a little bit, but I've got my list and I keep focusing on that list. It 100% helps me with any kind of shopping endeavor, whether it's grocery shopping or going to the landscaping store for, spring planting. I know what I need and what I'm going to buy ahead of time. Number two, I consider my mood. Yes, because if I'm in a crabby mood or just really like a pissy mood, I will either overspend or I will end up with something no one wants. I'll just get to the point where I'm like, fine, whatever, I'm just going to get this. And that is not a good feeling, and it's not beneficial to anyone in this scenario. So once again, meditation to the rescue. You're probably so tired of hearing me talk about meditation, but also with that, you don't have to go into like a 20-minute deep dive meditation. Say you're already on your way to the store and something happens and it just really sets you off. Get to the parking lot of that store. Turn off the car. Take a few deep breaths. Close your eyes. Make sure your car is locked. Close your eyes and just go inside. And just try and recalibrate your nervous system. I'm telling you, just understanding your moods and how to quickly snap back from any kind of upset or crabbiness or I can't believe that person just cut me off. You can quickly get into just sort of like a neutral state of mind, and you'll have a much better shopping experience because, first of all, you won't be in a bad mood. And you know what it's like when you shop and you're in a bad mood. You meet everybody else in the store who's in a bad mood as well. And then you're all just like pissing each other off left and right. The other thing too with your mood, also consider, are you hydrated? Have you eaten something? We all know what it's like to go grocery shopping when you're hungry, right? But this can help with any other kind of shopping. Your brain needs glucose to make decisions. So if you haven't eaten anything, you're not going to be making great decisions. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So make sure that you've had some water, you've had, something good for you, piece of toast. Well, I don't know if a piece of toast is good for you, but honestly, your brain doesn't care what kind of glucose it gets. It just knows it needs glucose to make decisions. All right, number 3. What happens if you see something that catches your fancy? I didn't have a great title for this thing on my list, but something that's just like, ooh, shiny, look at that. It happens, right? And it happens to me a lot. Especially if you're in like a big box store or something. But okay, so I see something, I'm like, my life would be so much better if I just had that one thing. I can tell at this point when that's a lie, right? I can tell it's a lie. So then I have to quickly walk away. I walk away from it. I continue doing shopping. Maybe I think about that thing. Do I really need it? Is it something that can make my life, our life, better, simpler, easier? Is this something we actually needed and I'm just seeing it now? Or is this something that has just hit dopamine in my brain? Like, ooh, if I had that, my life would be perfect. And typically if I walk away from it and once again settle my nervous system, I can make a rational decision about it. And I would say 9.9 times out of 10, I leave the store without that item. All right, number 4. This is definitely how I shop today, but it's not something that I had a great title for. Sometimes I allow myself to do window shopping. I went on a trip with my friend. We went on a writing trip, a weekend in San Antonio. And every day we would walk to the outdoor mall because we enjoyed the walk. And then the mall itself was outside and it was a beautiful walk and it was just very nice. We didn't have to worry about traffic. So there were many stores that had beautiful things in them. And I allowed myself to look at those things and to appreciate those things. Like there's nothing that says you can't appreciate things that you see in a store. So I appreciated those things. But the other thing I did too was think to myself, oh, I love the way that looks. Do I have anything that I could do something similar to that? And many times I do. So often we also just kind of go for the easy button, like we see it in front of us. Maybe we've got, a button-down blouse that's similar to this, that maybe we could just, do a few snips with the scissors and some stitches with the needles. I don't know. But I allow myself that time to look, to appreciate, to think like that would be cool, but not to purchase it. It has helped me because I allow myself that time to do it, still without purchasing. So now I just want to say something to look up for. I did talk about a big box store earlier just for a second. Those are the stores you really have to be careful in, right? Because they have everything. They have groceries and clothes and shoes and furniture and office supplies. And it's like, I can get everything. My life is complete. So when I know I'm going to a big box store, that's when I really have to be strict with myself. I've got my list. I know where these things are in the store. I go directly to those things and then I'm out. That's just for me. Maybe you don't have to be that regimented. I just know for me that I used to go to a big box store and think I'm just going to get paper towels, and then $200 later you're walking out of the store and you're not even sure what happened. So I think honestly, 1, have a list. It'll help you so much. 2, check your mood. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you've had something to eat. 3, where's 3? You don't have to make a decision right away. So this was the one, if something catches my eye, I walk away. I really think about if it's something we truly need. 4, I give myself time and opportunities to window shop and appreciate what I'm seeing, but still not spending. And then just to look out for those big box stores where they get you coming and going with everything your little heart desires. All right, that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and we'll see you in the next video.